All right, teach time. Same thing. Gonna stick on your view here. Here we win this 3-2. It does go to overtime, but it doesn't look too long. So we're gonna do it. All right, a lot here. Uh, way too much turn here. Your nose. You should hit this boost pad. Your nose should tilt out to the right, and you should already be in the air here. Um, that's the first part, and then here, this is not a speed flip. This is a diagonal flip. You're not canceling. You're not your left stick. You are slightly off to the left, and then you come down to the right. So it your cancel is late, and your stick is a little off. Diagonal flips are still better than front flips. So there's still a little gain to be had there, but Jesus Christ, we just got assassinated by bread menu on this. Oh yeah, I can remember this. We win this one. This is a good game. But all right, sorry. So you missed this. Watch how long you're on car cam. You pick this up, which is lucky. I think did it just appear, or did I just not see it? Where is it? This replay, it's you see this. I'm not going insane. There's nothing there. That side boost. This is the start of the game. This is a bug. That should be there. Confused me for a moment. Let's do this again. Talked about that. Here. This is the start of when you go car cam. You don't need it here. Like you can turn most of the way with car cam, and then right here, or sorry, with ball cam, and then right here switch because you have to line it up and you know you're close enough to the angle. And then flip aside here, you're on the line. You can look at ball cam. You can watch the ball the whole time. Just flip forward. Just you flip, and basically until you pick it up right before you switch. Again, even more confusing that the boost wasn't there in the replay for some reason, but it is in fact there. You pick it up. There's nothing you can do here. Bread menu, if you remember this game, is really good, and this is just fucking clinical off the start. So nothing positionally here. Other than you're just not seeing this fast enough, you can switch to ball cam. I am late there. As well. All right. I'm just gonna do this just because I want you to see Quinn's in relation to yours. Remember yours, you drove off to the right. You almost kind of you missed the pad. You weren't going to miss it, but it was like far enough to the right where you're not right over it. See how like he turns a little bit and then it's a straight line there? There's barely any driving. Basically, you're just turning your car to get the angle and then you're flipping forward. But back to you here. Sorry, I gotta back up. I like the fast follow here. That's good. A little late maybe, but there's no lot. Again, man, way too much car cam. Way too much. You're here. You can maybe challenge for that 50, but that's fine. That guy that's okay. Here, you may have to go back. Like if I don't win this 50, I don't know what happens here, by the way. If I don't 50 this, it's just Quinn, right? So you may not have time to get boost. There's nothing in the corner unless there's another bug here, and I can't see that. But you are losing out on so much information when you turn back this way. And when you flip here, Right here, you should be online, get yourself on the line, then flip forward. And when you flip forward, then you don't have to have car cam. I think that's part of the issue. Instead, you're not getting any information until there. You have just gone from basically midfield, wrapped to the far corner, back to this corner, and now are looking back to see how this went. Way too long. Look how far away you are from the plates. The ball is in the exact opposite corner. What makes more sense, and you can see the boost in our corner is still lit up. If you just turn and pick up small pads, you may have time to get that back boost. Plus, you'll be able to watch. The camera issue is like slightly sad. You'll be able to just watch the play and be closer to it if you do have to react. I just don't think there's a need to come all the way to this corner, especially if you're where you're landing. You could probably pick up like 60 boosts, 70 boosts, and just small pads if you were to wrap back. Anyways, they kind of miss, and then actually we have a great angle here. That's a good demo. This is a really good play. Fred's the last guy. I think we're both kind of thinking the same thing, and if this is the one that Quinn knew wasn't online, so we end up not getting the goal here. But I think that was the right play. It just didn't work out. Again, too much. You can turn, flip that. The decision to go for boost there isn't a bad one, but it's too much interference. Pretty good read if Quinn wins that. I would say that was a great spot because then you could press forward offensively, and you saw that he didn't, so you can rotate back. This is good. You're a little shading your post here. I'm kind of on your post, so you'd want to be back farther because if bread menu cuts behind you here, and this guy pops the ball up towards the middle, it's gonna be really hard to play. You do kind of see that a little bit, and you cut in, but you're creeping, right? You're like mid here. Ends up working out. Good recognition that we may lose that again because you can't see that third defender, so you kind of hedge defense, which is great. Great touch there. It was a really dangerous ball. Again, I talked with Quinn a little about this. This should be a wave dash coming out of that. I know you haven't like approached that very much, but you're just losing speed coming out of this. From here, I would have gone up the top of the goal, but even if you end up kind of on this side, you can still actually jump and wave dash out of this just to gain some speed and some recovery. Again, way too much car cam. So, to the point here, you can see how this impacts you directly. You could have just turned on this. I thought we won this, but either way, like you could be more reactive. Maybe a little far to go, especially if Quinn's going to win this. Like, you could have just, if you were watching this play, you could have gotten a few small boost pads. I don't know what you were at here. You were low. Notice you were at like 20 when you hit this. I keep hitting the wrong buttons here. Player won't fly. So you're at 20 or so, give or take. You boost out of this. So that could be, I'm just going to do some rough math here, right? 32, this could be 44. Let's say if we do win this, this could be 56, which is more than enough to get any aerial here. If you want to go a little wider, right? You can maybe get this one and then this one, which is going to get you 68. Instead, you're kind of going over to here, hoping this lights up. It does not. So you end up coming all the way over here. And I don't think we win this ball, but look how look at what you're missing as you come back. We may win that, right? Like if this guy makes a mistake and you're going small boost pads, you can score here. If this ball gets across, they end up saving it. That actually lit up kind of right as you went by. A little unlucky, just the timing of it. And then another opportunity here where Quinn might win this 50. And then you see that all three of them are bunched up. So if he does win it and he hits it off the corner and over onto the backboard, you're gonna have a goal. You're gonna be able to smash this in. Instead, you've pulled yourself all the way out to here, which I just don't think is necessary. The right defensive spot's right here. It's sitting right here. You can play the whole thing from right here. And again, just we talked about that boost pad math. You'd be like at 60, 70 boost. You can see there's a couple in the middle here too that I didn't count. You're fine. Like you do not have to turn around and go that far. Quinn hits this low. Probably like Shoot or shoot. I don't hate the shot. If that did go corner, I think it would have dropped over the corner. But, I'll judge Quinn again later, and that could have looked good from his angle. All right, let me get back on you here and back up to the corner. Pick this up and see. Actually, last thing. There, you're at 0. Oh, that was just a replay, but you're good. The boost number was off on the when I rewind the last time, but we're good here. This is a good spot, good position. Coming back, correctly identified. This is your ball to go for. You can kind of see me and Quinn rotating back. This you got to jump there, even just to. I mean, like some of this is gonna be stupid, and you're gonna like watch this also be like, well, duh, I would have hit the ball. What I mean really is. It's hard to time these. It's really hard. You're as compact to the wall as possible. If you were to jump into this and it was still where it was, like so say like you are 4 car lengths ahead or 3, whatever that is, and you are hitting the ball and you have already jumped. You're going to hit it about the middle of the ball, maybe a little bit to the right, and it's still going to go and do the exact same thing you wanted it to, which basically means the minimum range you have to hit this can start off the wall. So if that happens too, you'd have jumped right and you'd be out a little bit. All to say, like, it's pretty rare, I would say, that you're going to hit the ball, like, totally flush with the wall, and this could be a jump, and like, jumping a little bit off the wall should always sort of be the default for hitting these. Just because being that tight on the wall doesn't give you an advantage over being out. You know, again, just picture the shortest jump off the wall you can. That's the optimal spot because you cover all the way to the wall and another, car length or half a ball length out from the wall. Either way, that's still a really hard ball to hit. Like that's not, I'm definitely nitpicking there, but maybe one that could have worked out. I try to dribble. I do not do a great job. Not a great touch from Quinn here. You're creeping middle a little bit. Correctly identifying this is near post, right? If he shoots this and he goes upper post for him, far post, right above your right shoulder, I don't think you're getting it. If you sit far post, you can get near post. You have time to watch that play. Quinn plays great D anyways. Great challenge here. Like, even if he's flicking this, you do not want him to, like, be able to dribble this up another, let's say, boost pad forward and then flick it. You have to commit here, even though these feel weird, and it's like, you're always going to go, especially in threes when, Quinn and I are behind you. Always challenge this and make him decide and basically pull him out of the play so that his teammates have to do something with this. And obviously, we can play off of it, too. I do think they go up 3-0 in this. Guy taunted us. So we're going to give up some here. Ball goes across. Again, I think fine position. You had a challenge for that, and then you circle back behind. I think you're in the right spot. And then here you're identifying, hey, Quinn's going back. I have to shadow this a little bit. Red's pretty good. Again, same thing. Don't let him dribble. This is great. Fucking force him to make a decision. You do that, you actually hit him, which is great. It gives Quinn time to hit that out. That is great. Right idea, I think you have to go for this, but go up the wall, right? So it's here, you can see the wall on your left. If you go up off the wall and jump into this, you're going to save your boost. You could argue it's like, honestly, I think it's be kind of the same amount of time. The other guy's going to win it anyways. You can't see him, so I don't necessarily think the decision making would change here, but you'd essentially be coming off the wall here a little bit higher to hit this, and you just save boost is really all I'm saying. Still a really tough play. I know what you're doing. I do this all the time too. This should be car cam to block, but it's hard to get in that habit. I know exactly what you're doing. It's the right play to try and like clear. You see Quinn's dribbling, and I think that's this is minor. This is good recognition that you may shoot here. If you turn back the other way, if you wrap left from where you are, you're going to have a better angle. You're actually going to be able to cover all the way from the far post to the goal right now in if this rolls across. Because you cut this way, you end up here, which could still work out. I think we almost score here. But it makes your coverage smaller. If this were going faster, you'd be too late for it. And as it stands, you can't really get a good angle. I don't know if you go wide that it really changes much here. They respond to this pretty well, just like a minor thing. Twin saves, good recognition that you have to get back because that ball is left up. Red tries to do that. It's a great catch. Get a little more boost, maybe challenge that, but oh, there wasn't a great save by Bread. Good wrap. You've got to get sort of behind Quinn here, because Quinn could have pushed that up. It looks like he actually kind of turned boost. He assumed we lost a little bit early, so maybe this is effective contest. Quinn pushes, get your boost, steal the boost, like it. That bump works out. I think it's. I can see this is accidental. I think it's a little creep a bit, because again, if Quinn, now let's say Quinn passes backboard, that can be mine, but then you're kind of in no man's land. You can't really make a play on this shot, and you're like, I guess you can get back to defense faster than I can because you turn the right way, but it's still kind of a very weird spot here. Like even there, it's almost like you're playing defense. If you were to just sit in that corner, see how Quinn plays that, and you could have kind of backed out, or worked out. Way to try and keep possession there. Pretty good spacing here. You kind of see we're going to win this. That's a great touch. Lucky that guy got it here. Unless you see somebody challenging for this, I would have went far, or I guess in this case near post. Just flip back as much as you can to get on defense. If you touch that, it's kind of like what happened, right? He kind of hits you into it. You have a ton of control over this, and then that leaves nobody in goal. We get out of that. That hit the post. It's a close one. My goodness, that guy got in the air. You have to challenge that. I like that. So yours, good stuff. Should maybe have been a little more aggressive far post to come off that, but Quinn wins it. So, well, see, because you flip committed here, you actually can't even get to that, even though Quinn kind of had it. If you aggressively get far post here, you're in better position, A, to defend this, and B, to turn around and get on offense. Works out, I totally whipped. You saw he was about to win it. I kind of like that play. You actually hit him, right, to disrupt it. That was great. Is that again? Creep? This should be back post. A little late on that one. Watch this develop. So you've caught two, you count two, you assume the other one's a goal. Here's where I don't know that you can 50 this, but if your angle's a little left, maybe you can pinch this sort of with him up off the wall and back towards there. That's pretty close though. But then here again, you're hustling back for boost. It's flipping right away. It's you know, if it's a speed flip or if it's like wave dash off the wall, and then it's just pick up boost, get flips. This guy misses. I think Quinn's kind of stalled, so you do kind of have to go for that. The lack of boost hurts. There's not a ton you can do. There's only like 2 boost pads in your way. I don't know what the car cam is here. So you go car cam here, but you can already see there's no boost, right? There's like maybe it turns, but it's just giving you. This is your angle now. All you can see is me. You've lost the ball. You've lost the play. And I don't see the ad right now. Now coming back, you see this. It's not a lot of time, but that could be just a quick tap, like literally just like mashing triangle. You get all that same information. You can check that boost pad. It was kind of already in your vision, anyways. and you can react to this play a little faster if you can. Looks like they're gonna score. Maybe you get to that. You're still a boost challenge because that corner wasn't there. But like if you wrap these two small pads, there's 12 there. You could have just cut into this once you saw there's maybe a double tap here. Basically be on the post right now. Again, we're talking a super small margin, but maybe you can play that. So on this one, this angle is always easier if you air roll left, which is what I do on speed flips. If you air roll right, it's the opposite side. If you air roll left here, this angle is basically perfect already. There's a little bit of adjustment to the right, but it's so subtle. Again, way too far driving. You literally like on the boost pad. Right after that, you start to flip, and then I don't think your cancel's smart. You're hitting the ground too much here. The cancel's not quite right. Again, I don't, like camera-wise, I like it. If there's no boost, flip back, ball cam. Look at these boost pads. Rotate back. You can always tap again. You can always like say, like here, right? If I'm here, you're looking for boost. This is fine, but then it's got to be right back. And then here, so that you actually kind of do it there. You're like, hey, I want to see the ball, but it should be the opposite. It should be ball. I'm tapping to see this and back. We end up hitting each other here. To beat your balls. Again, too high. Again, the ball is right over your head. You've got to track this. If there's another guy going up for this, you couldn't even see it here, right? There could be a shot right now, and you'd have no idea. Nets out. There's another replay bug there too, right? That boosts. Could maybe get higher to 50 that, but that's close. Come back wider. I'm here, right? If I'm priced, I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing, but come here. You're still too tight. If you come back like right here, you're gonna be able to get a high ball on an aerial. If this comes fast, you're probably late, but you can hit it back in, so Quinn can get it. You're so tight that this is the angle you've given yourself to shoot. If you step this back, it almost really is like that. It's the camera length here. If you're where this camera is, you can shoot this anywhere on the goal because you rotate so tight. This is your angle. That's really tight. And as it stands, right, this ball comes up. Even if you're here, you're not getting that one. That's pretty fast, but you can see that and rotate a little bit. That's a good spot to be. Maybe that comes off right way. Again, just like maybe a little positioning thing. I do like you're wider here, but you're too tight, and it prevents you from getting a shot. If you're instead of I will someday learn these buttons. If instead of here, I'm gonna rewind a little bit. If you sit there, actually, this is it, right? If you sit right here, and then you overcommit a little bit. I demo this, so there's actually no goalie. The other guy's here. As this comes across, sometimes you don't know how this is going to be hit, right? So it could come off the wall, could come there. You're just too tight. It's almost like you're playing D. If you sit right here, you can see Brett wasn't getting that. He was down. This guy's going to be late. You're going to challenge him basically for that corner. Got in too tight, and that makes this touch uncomfortable. Good demo there. Great demo. Way to chase that. It's great. Essentially shadow as well. Obviously a little boost constraint, but I don't think you did everything right there. Good recognition here. Maybe a little too tight again, but other than that, this is great positioning. When hits it in. I won't judge you for missing the high five or low five, because I do it all the time. Good stuff here. Pick up the boost. I like that. You see Quinn on the right. This is a good spot to fill into. We get a quick one back. 22 seconds. I forgot we scored these like immediately. Checking the backboard, or I think that's probably your scoreboard, but it's fine too. Just a little bit of confusion as to who that is, or a little under it. Again, I don't know what car cam's giving you. You can see here with ball cam. I think that's a bug. I don't think that replay in the back is there. Oh, maybe it was. Pardon me, but I don't know. I don't know whether to trust it or not. Just seemed like a little long on car cam. Near post is kind of the right spot there. Once Queen clears it, you've got a little time to back up. I'm tough tempo anyways. Sneak out of this. Yeah. Checking scoreboard. Yeah, it's not a speed flip. You're just like let's get in the workshop with this one. Your front should never drag that much. And then the drive thing here happens too. Again, you're missing too much from midfield to here, and once you get on the line, which is fine to do, you should be on ball cam this way. You just stole Quinn's corner. Sometimes this can be hard. Sometimes you do want to steal this, but you have 100. You can see everybody in your screen. Maybe the guy on the left there, but then you burn from 100 to 60. So go back up to 100, and now Quinn's out of boost. If you just cut this and take a small pad, you may be at like 80 in the same spot, and Quinn gets his 100. Great positionally in terms of back post. You see that shot, you challenge it. Little small boost thing. I love that hit. Dangerous ball immediately going forward. You're right to follow it, a little unlucky. But again, way too much car cam. You don't need this much. You turn on a boost, flip, you're good. You're kind of correct, I would say, to the right spot. Going back to what we were talking about earlier, if you're in the fly cam, you see this whole goal. I think this is the right spot. This gets creep a little bit. Then you do it again. You kind of creep back in. I'm not saying like totally stop your car or anything, but I would kind of like if you drive kind of. Rewind again. So this is about where you want to be, right? This kind of zone here. So you're good here, and then you creep too far in, even though the ball's not even coming across necessarily. I would have kind of like seen that maybe come back out here, and then you can always rotate back in this way, and still have that length of the goal. But you cut off your vision here to this angle. Good touch. Not enough. This is great recognition on your part to get back. I think Quinn is late. I like that challenge. It's the same rendition of the other ball, but it's so high up. The only thing it's gonna do is hit the ceiling and come down. So this one's tough. Because you don't want to let that go either. It's just like if you do want to hit this, obviously you want to be closer to our own goal, so you push that out towards midfield instead of that. There's no one there anyways, so it's not too big. I'm able to push that out, but I like that you came out here instead of direct follow, so you get a chance here. Obviously, Clutch looks like he's going to save this. I would say, given this should not be a full commit. And that's what happens. Like you can see he's going to rip that off the line. And you don't ever really have a chance in this. You're in the right spot. But here, I would pick up this boost pad and just start rotating back to here, right? Because he's going to hit this up around this way, depending on where Quinn is, who's behind you. So if you watch this play out again, you're late. Maybe you're trying to 50 that, which, obviously if you make contact, it could be okay. You don't want to pop it over to midfield. But instead, if you would have seen that and quickly rotated back into here, you're able to play this one and maybe win this. Turns out you get demoed here. Quinn's gonna win this anyways. Back ends up working out for us. Great patience here. Huge tendency. I think all of us probably in the last maybe 6 months, a year ago, would have been like, oh, I'm going for this. And that was the wrong play 100%, because if you go for this, he could 50 this in. You're kind of seeing this, and you're like, hey, this is just going to go into the corner. I don't give a shit. You can have it in the corner. Correct option. And then he 50 that, which is perfect. That was a great sequence. Bread misses a 50. I got to get up faster. Again, a little camera stuff. Dribbling. Quinn pinches that. You maybe be a little farther up, but I do not think that that was a ball that you should have thought you should get. Quinn and I got to try and like negotiate this out. If you were going for this, you're too far ahead. So I actually think you're in a good spot. We don't want to triple commit, more or less, right? I would rather us have more chances at goals. Again, just want one off the wall. I think it's like a good aggressive play to go for. It's just making contact with us. I suck at those too. We all do. That's kind of the rank of diamond. Next level for us is to be able to hit those little center. But that's a good play to go for. You know what I'm saying? Too much. Should be on. If it's not this one, you're on that line. No more car cam. It's not necessary. You don't need it. And if the argument would be like, well, I come out of this flip and I'm not on, that means you flip too soon. You should here get online, drive straight another half second, and that can be on car cam, and then you can just flip forward. And you don't have to look at it. You're just gonna be, you know, it's a dead straight line. And you're going to be flipping forward. You kind of flip to the angle, and so then you have to react and turn in again. Plus, you know, you're able to see as you're driving the thing. I won't belabor it, but another instance of maybe just getting small boost pads, and you have a shot here, too. You come all the way back because you kind of commit, flip. There's no boost even there, and you could have like 40 boosts and have a shot on this. Maybe we scored this. No, we don't. So I think you might have been able to get that. Oh, Christ. I got to make this. This will haunt me. And it did when it happened. But my goodness. Gross. Disgusting. Alright. Right, great idea. I think you were kind of slick because you didn't have boost. I think that's the right play. Good idea. Following Quinn way too much there. Get back, maybe a little late. Get demoed for it. I think we're fine. Back. Good positioning. Wait, another Quinn is there and not hustle out to this one. I'm behind you, so I think we're stacked pretty well, and I don't mind that you're near post. Good challenge there. That's the whole point of being near post in the case where you know I'm behind. Honestly, even if you were back post, like, you still got to go and pretend he's going to get a shot on target and know that Quinner is going to get back. But that was great. You did great. We were great positionally there. Quinn's able to follow that just in case there's a challenge. You don't ever, like, I mean, again, you've creeped a little bit, and you don't ever really want to be in the goal. You kind of want to be out and right on the wall. Part of the creep here is because I think you see that we're kind of winning possession, so I get it too, and I think that's normal, and in some ways not even creep. But, if you are far post, you can get to this, right? This angle is much easier to get to from far post. I don't actually know if I hit this. But I do kind of get in the way of the shot being far post. He misses high. If that's on target, I do think I hit that. Again, kind of the stack thing, you know, behind. Again, way too much car cam. Just you can save yourself information. Cut back to the I don't even hate that. You stole his boost. We can keep mucking around and trying to make a play. That guy steals yours. Nice half flip back. Kind of came wide because you saw that we were going to get it. I like the aggression here actually a lot. Because you see Quinn and I are here, you're like, fuck that, I'm not going far post. Let's go get a goal, baby. Clutch gets it because I have a dog shit ball. Way too much car cam. This is a tap. It's just a tap. Is corner boost there? No. Back to ball cam. Doesn't end up costing it. Pushing this. Let's go. Great follow. Bread whiffs. Right spot to be. I think this is perfect. I like if this goes backboard, right? You're able to smash this home. If Bread's gonna get it, it's just a good defensive play. You don't see him. I don't think there's really anything to do. I think if you go for this in the air, it's backboard. This is just perfect. Just see if he fucks up. He does. Fucking clinical. These guys were good. If we watch this from Bread's angle, maybe we go back to the start really quick. Or just like see some of his play. This guy, see, that's actually a good comparison. Watch his ball cam compared to his car cam. His car there, right? This is the thing I just talked about. He's like, okay, I need boost. I'm online. I'm flipping. I no longer need car cam. I am back to ball cam. So he just sees, now he's checking again. If he's off, that's okay. He's tapping and then back to ball cam. He has that same reputation. We don't have to stick on this guy too long. Another like small thing that we don't just really see how he adjusts his wheels so that he's like that. We don't have to stick on his. I just this guy was good as shit. It's probably actually worth like watching him neutrally, not as trash talk because that wasn't very good. But I digress. I think the biggest thing, man. That camera stuff. If you clean up that camera stuff, I think you're going to react differently. And I just don't think Speed Flip's ready for prime time. Let's get in free play. Let's figure it out. Let's get in that musty training pack. Watch a video. Sometimes you're diagonally flipping. There's sometimes your front is dragging way too much. I would say once you can hit that like 5 out of 10 or 6 out of 10 times, then start using it in ranked. I just don't think it's there yet. But I can understand the mechanics. I've seen you do them too, so it's just I think it's just habit at this point. All right, hopefully I haven't hit like a half hour here. That's it. I actually think maybe doing a neutral player could be fun. So maybe Bread menus up in a loss or something. But hopefully this helps.